You're ready.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so again, thank you all for coming here and participating in the Lux LA Town Hall meeting. We're very happy and excited to get this role play started in Lux and really live
Yeah.
out our best RP stories. And we hope that you are as well. So before we get started, I did want to do some introductions and make sure that everyone in here knows who everyone is. Now, you don't have to mic or anything like that. But if you do decide to type, please just make it short and sweet. And I just want to make it so that we all kind of know who everyone is and the roles that we all play in the neighborhood as a part of us being a community. One of the things is that we kind of are up on each other's stories, so that we can add to each other. So, really quickly, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Yayoi Swan. Here, I am the event planner, so you'll always see me around trying to put things together around the city. I also am an actor in Second Life. I have a television show called Life with Yaya, and I created that show. Welcome, Christian. I created that show so that I could show people how to role play in the game and make it as realistic as possible. So that's pretty much been my thing, and I use Lux LA a lot for my scenes. And I also just own a business in the game as well. So I am just very much so into role playing and being a career woman. So that is pretty much the role you'll see for me when I'm around the city. Is I'm always just being in my entrepreneurial bag and event planning.
Yes, she is. Real life
Angel
and
or Shimmy,
SL,
do you
you
all want
know.
to
But she
introduce
taken, I think,
yourselves
in both too.
next?
Hi, I'm Shimmy and I'm part of the role player management team. So my role is basically making sure everybody's up to scratch and up to speed with everything that's happening in Lux in
Him
terms of
downstairs.
role
Thank you for the
play,
follow.
getting everyone into their role play positions. I have other people working with me too who some are here, so they'll introduce themselves. My role on Second Life, I'm an entrepreneur on Second Life. So being in the role play role is really good for me because I like setting up businesses and things like that. And so far, the people that I've met on Lux that are doing role play, I've been getting them into the businesses, selling it to them. So it's a fun role that I can't wait to expand on and meet everybody and get to know you all.
Yes,
Can you guys
same.
hear? All
Angel,
right.
are you ready? Did you want to introduce yourself, or should I go ahead to the group? Out to the audience.
Yeah, I can introduce myself. Hi, guys. I am the owner here of Lux and a big part of the management too, because I own it. And I am here to answer any questions about the roleplay HUD or anything you guys are wondering about the city. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess.
All right, so now we just want to have you all just quickly introduce yourselves as well. We could start with whoever speaks first, and just tell us just
Yeah,
like who you are and
but
what your role is in the
I'm like the
city.
CEO
Like,
and the worker.
what's your
Like I
story?
do it. I gotta
If you're typing, just go ahead and just
do a
start
lot of work for
typing,
a
and we'll
CEO.
notice that as well. But if you want to voice and just speak up,
Hi,
that'll be
Allison.
fine as well.
Hey guys, can anybody hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
How's everyone? Okay. Um, my name, my tag up there is Sexy Remy. Um, you can either call me Riri or Remy. I prefer Riri. I'm new to the community and loving every bit of it, trying to indulge deliciously. I actually,
I love her, y'all.
I actually
Hi,
got with
Papa.
Shimmy. That's my girl. She has been showing me around phenomenally. and introducing me to the area. And I'm also CEO of Empire Records. Um, yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm also excited. Hopefully, I'll have one of those pledge uniforms on as well. Wink, wink. And I'm just looking to just vibe with everybody deliciously. I also have a table out there um, at the job fair. So you guys feel free to add me. I'm very friendly. Um, that's about it.
Excited to see what you come up with at the record company. Get that LA role play really popping with the artists in and out of LA. That would be very exciting to see, and maybe get some shows. We can set up some concerts and stuff. That
Oh
would
yeah,
be really
we
dope.
gonna get it lit, baby. We gonna get it lit. Type
Yes.
my name in on YouTube, Sexy Remy. You'll see my videos. I'm gonna
The
be
town
Okay.
halls at
rating all that over here,
WCVU.
so don't even worry.
Yes.
We
Yes,
gonna
that's what I want to hear. We want that. One of the things for sure for me, especially, is that I want to make sure that we bring
Hold
real
on, let me get
talent
a
to the Lux LA sim, and
oh
this
yeah,
is a for people who actually do have talent in the game. I think that would be really dope.
definitely. I look forward to it.
Yes. Anyone else available want to introduce themselves? We don't want to spend too much time, so if you don't want to introduce yourself and put yourself out there, don't have to, but this is what we're here for.
Hi,
Okay,
I can go. Oh, if you want to go first.
fine.
I'll read Bella's really quick. Just because she typed it. Hello, I'm Bella. I'm owner of Diamond Beauty Bar. I am new to the role playing community. I'm a certified model. I have training in dance from West Coast Valley. I'm interested in networking with everyone. Oh, it disappeared.
Hey guys.
Um, Oh, and she has a table also at the job fair. Okay, cool. So we have a beauty bar that's about to be active here. Super dope. So Bella, just curious. Are you gonna like role play doing our hair? Do we get like custom styles? I'm just wondering. Like, what we about to be doing? Because I've been waiting to get my hair done at SL. I see she's typing. Okay, role playing. Cool. I'm all for it. Okay, who else? Who's next?
Hi, I'm Dr. Sparrowhawk Blue. I'm going to be the Dean of Operations at West Coast Valley University. So you'll see me around the campus. I'll oversee all of the deans as well as the student leaders to ensure that we get the ball rolling on the role play.
Amazing. Super dope. Okay, so who is next?
My name is Kiyomi.
Hi, Kiyomi.
Hi, I'm from New York, Brooklyn. I'm new here, so I don't have a story yet, a character like I don't have a whole character line yet. But
Brooklyn.
I'm a big sister in Delta Epsilon Nu. I am I'm a nail tech in real life, so I would like to get into doing nails on SL. Um, yeah, I'm new. I'm looking to meet people. I'm looking to explore, role play. I'm into all of that. And anybody want to meet, hang out? I live in Lux Towers. Let me know.
Nice, nice. Okay, so she said she does nails, and then we have Bella here who has a beauty bar. I'm just saying, someone should come to the job fair and, fill out an application. That's all
I
I'm saying.
I accidentally rented the nail shop by the mall. I didn't know
Oh,
that it was like not open. So
oh, okay.
rented it trying to like do the role play, but I was new, so I didn't know like what to do and all that. So I had eventually hit up the Discord and figure that out.
Yeah, and hopefully too we'll clear some of that kind of stuff out up too for you all, so that
Yeah.
we all know how to do everything. Go ahead.
I guess so. The
Yeah,
big
I'm over you.
thing is we have some what we call turnkey businesses. So the turnkey businesses are already decorated, already set up, ready to go. So that's for people who are like new to SL. They don't really want to invest too much, or they just like the setup and they're like, hey, that's ready to go. I want to work in that. I want to make that business have some role play in it. So that's what the turnkey businesses are for. But we also are going to open up more of just the shops. So the open shops are open for you to make whatever you want, whatever your store is. You can rent those, to do whatever you want in them. So there's definitely a lot of open spaces and opportunities for people who have business interests that they want to bring to Second Life. Does that kind of clear some of that up for you guys?
Does anyone have any questions about the turnkey businesses at all? So that's like she said, it's a great idea for anyone who wants to own a business, don't want to put all the money into it. I say go for it. It's very inexpensive, and you just have an opportunity to
Oh,
role
thank you
play
for
and
that.
build your brand and your name as continue to move forward and starting your own bigger business. So go ahead, Lakita. Is the gym a turnkey business,
So it can
Angel?
be. There's stuff that we already had set up as turnkey businesses, but if you see something, you're like, I love this location, I would like to run it. You just have to let me know, open up a general ticket, and it could be made a turnkey business for you.
So, what would be some of the stipulations in order to actually own it? Because ideally, we wouldn't have people who would rent them and then leave them sitting. So, like, are there any stipulations at all or anything as far as people owning the already set up businesses?
Well, I would definitely say stay active. If people are coming to your business and they're looking for you constantly, you're not there, we'll probably reach out to you and see if you still want to have that business active. Some of the turnkey businesses are actual rentals as well, so that you can res prims. Because unfortunately, prims are like memory on a sim. So we have. I'm sorry, y'all hear my dog growling in the background. You are rude. Excuse you. Just wait. Um, so some of the turnkey businesses are rentals that you have to pay for your prims, because prims are like memory on the sim, and we have a limited amount. And that's what I pay my landlord for. It's the prims. So with that, if you want to res stuff, you do have to pay for those prims. But if you're renting a turnkey business where you're like, everything's here, I don't even have to res anything, or you're already renting on the sim, on that current sim, and you're like, hey, I have some extra prims for my house, I'll just res a few things, then you don't have to pay for the prim rental on the turnkey business. And that would be another way that we would measure if you're still going to have your turnkey business or not. If you're not paying for the prims in it, we're just going to assume that you don't want it anymore, and give it to somebody else who wants it. But if it's something where it doesn't have a rental box, and people are like, hey, we've been to the gym a few times and there's nobody here, um, then we'll assume that you're inactive and you no longer want to rent it. So that's pretty much the only requirement, is that you be active and be available for role play. Don't just go missing for weeks at a time and leave it empty. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry, I
we
have to
had
take him out really quickly because he's just going to keep growling.
okay, give her. And then I see we had two people who had questions. It was Kamisha and D. So yeah. Well, actually, no, yeah, we'll wait for her to just take him out really quick. I don't want to have you ask the question and then we don't know the answer unless it's something pretty simple.
Can I add to that as well?
Yeah,
Um,
please.
also, feel free to like recruit your own staff for your business as well. There will be job fairs as well. If you want a table set up, I'll talk about that a little bit more. You can do that for your turnkey business as well. So feel free to expand as much as you want on the role play when you do rent somewhere.
Yeah, ultimately it will just become your business. So you just do as you please with your business. Ooh, I just got a skill point. um, yes. Does anyone else want to introduce themselves though while we wait on Angel? Anyone else want to introduce themselves into the road of Lux LA role play so that everyone that is
Um,
here right now, go ahead.
okay. Um, my name is Kamisha Williams, and I'm new to Lux LA role play as well. And um my question um is there still any houses available here in Lux, LA?
So like the housing in Lux, it goes very, very fast. We do have a website. Do you have the HUD on by chance that automatically comes onto you?
Yes, I'm wearing it now.
Okay, so there's a house button that you can click on there. Right now, you're in the actual college campus, so that's going to show you student housing that's available. But once you go into the actual city, you'll have the Lux HUD pop up, which will show you the available housing that's in the actual city. But what I would do,
Mm-hmm.
and the way that I always find homes for myself and for my friends, is we actually walk around and look at the rental boxes to see what's available. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it may not be updated yet, and you can just find something already there, you know. So I would just
Mm-hmm.
recommend you just taking a little tour of the city too, if you don't find anything online.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And welcome to Lux.
Thank you.
Quick
Thank you.
No
question.
problem. Uh-huh.
Do you have to register for classes at the college in order to make your character for the college? Because every time I go to the college, it tells me to make a character, but I'm not a student there, so I don't know if I should.
Yeah, I honestly, when it comes to the character hoods, and we'll touch a little bit on that more too. I would just say, if you don't mind the hub being on, just go ahead and create your characters for everything and let your skill points build up. Because you just never know when it's going to come in handy to have those points. You know. I'm sorry. It said it will let you pick a visitor. I may have missed the context.
No, she was saying to me, like when I visit the college, it'll let me pick visitor.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's one of the options you can choose. Yeah.
Well, thank you for clearing it up.
No problem. Um, so yeah, anyone else, any other general questions while we wait on Angel, or anyone want to introduce themselves into the Lux role play?
I'll go.
Okay,
My
welcome.
name is welcome. Help me welcome. Thank you. My name is Samara. I'm also from Brooklyn. This is actually my second time coming back to Lux. I'm leaving a divorce, so my story role is single mom, left out of a divorce. Came to enjoy the LA life. I'm actually registered for school. I'm gonna take it one step at a time. I'm trying to find what I really want to do, but I'm going into photography. And hopefully I will open up, a studio. That's my goal.
Absolutely love your story. You have like this moment of redemption to be had, and like just changing life courses and making yourself better. And I love it. I love it. I definitely love it. So yeah, this is why I want us to introduce the stories, you all. So when we see each other, we know, like, we have, our imaginations can run wild
Hey,
with who
relapse.
this person is when we meet each other. You know, like
Oh, hi,
what's
Steven.
going on in their world at the moment. So yes, thank you for that story. I love that. Anyone else with a story that they would like to share to everyone else?
Go.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Lakita. I'm new here to Lux. I
This
kind of
is my
just
this
want
is
to
my
role
LA.
play and find fun things to do. I'm a doctor on here, so I might, end up getting a job at the hospital or something. I don't know yet. This is my daughter Daria. We're usually always together. But yeah, I might also look into the gym because I also want to do like wellness center, like health stuff. So I don't really have a story yet, but I probably come up with one.
She got
But
the
yeah,
baby.
just Lakita looking to make new friends and roleplay.
Nice. And we need some doctors on the sim, so that's perfect. And Shimmy, I'm sure will touch more onto all that kind of stuff when it's her go. So yes, we'll definitely open up on all those different roles that are available. I saw Daria, I believe, said that she wanted to introduce herself as well in the nearby, or was I just seeing things?
Daria
Yeah,
just likes to brush
yeah,
her
I'm
teeth.
sorry, Dakari. I said the wrong name, Dakari. Is Dakari
Hey,
here? Oh, okay,
yes, I'm
here.
here. Hey, everybody.
Where she at?
My
Hello.
sis
There
is
she is.
Coco, the nail tech. Um, and I came here through her, and she loves it, and I love it. Unfortunately, I have my own land, but here
Oh,
with her, it feels like home. So I'm hearing like all these great opportunities, and I miss a lot of being on a sim like this. So it's like so much going on with everybody. The making the bodies, I mean the creation, and then the music thing. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. So I think it's
yes.
what Sexy Remy. She was, she got her little record label. I was like, oh snap, okay. So, anyways, it's nice to meet y'all. I like to joke and laugh. So yeah. I'm gonna have to hit you up for a record deal though. I might have to, you know.
Hey,
Yes, and look,
Yes.
I love to joke and laugh too. So
me
y'all may
too.
as well get hearing the Cardi B laugh every 5 seconds, because that's what I'll be doing. Okay, Wonder walking in late, asking where the VIP area is. I
Of
see
course.
you.
Of course.
Yeah,
Hold
well,
on,
he
brother.
has come
I
in
just
his
never got
role,
done, but
right?
it's cool. It's cool.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
just,
I
Sorry about
forgot
that.
to get
I'm
you the
sorry.
VIP section.
yeah, we'll talk about it later. I'm gonna just
Well,
stand right here.
guys,
Yeah,
you all
the
will learn
VIP
Wonder
section is
is
right there. It's called bleachers.
y'all will learn Wonder is a whole handful. Okay, a whole handful. Red, are you
I
here?
think if
I
he
know
tries to
Red
sit
had to
on
take
them
a
too, I
call,
don't
but I
think it'll let
definitely
him.
would
He's
like for
leaving.
Red to introduce himself as well. Anyone else want to introduce themselves? I heard Angel back. I heard her voice.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Okay,
He did
it's
have
okay.
to go.
It's okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back. I know D, you had a question specific to what Angel was talking about. Do you want to go ahead? Your question, and if you can actually voice it, that would be best. But we can also wait for you to type if you need to.
Yes, yes, I'm able to voice. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. First, I'll introduce myself before I ask the question. My name is D. The proper way to say my name is Des, but you can call me D Say, D, DC,
Hello.
all different kind of names. I'm
Let me say your
actually
name wrong for
not
you.
very new, but kind of new to LA Lux. Well, Lux LA. I've been here walking around. I've actually rented a spot here, but I kind of moved out because it was not much going on. But now we have things going on, and I'm very much interested. I actually want to have my business here as well. I'm a fashion designer, so I just want to bring that here. And yeah, my storyline will just be being fabulous and being VIP in LA, of course.
What?
And yes, my one question I had was to the rental system and everything. Is there any way we can add like maybe 50 more or 100 more prims to a business or a rental property or something like that?
So it depends. Like I said, it's like memory for a sim. Like it's just a limit to it, and everything takes frames. And there's also got to be an allotment in case people move in and they take those frames. So right now we're pretty much full on every sim except for the main Lux LA sim. So that's the sim that has like the like the shopping area, the Rodeo Drive area sim. Um,
Okay.
that sim has more prims than any other sim. Every other sim is unfortunately packed to the point where I have to think of things to take away um, to keep it going or to add anything else. We would have to take some other things away. Right. So there's a lot here. But if there's things that aren't getting used and people would really prefer something else, we could think about taking something away to add something else. But as far as giving individual people extra prims, it's really hard on every sim except for the main Rodeo Drive sim because it's just packed. If we
Yeah, so I
expand,
was. I'm sorry. Go
n-
ahead.
I just want to say if we expand in the future and we move some things around, like maybe I add another homestead for the hospital because there's the hospital's a lot of prims. We might be able to do it in the future, but as of right now, we're just really packed. So you can go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. I was actually interested in one of the business fronts in Rodeo Drive, but I saw that it was only 250 prims, and I'm like, oh, that's a little steep. It's a little small. I'm not trying to have a bunch of things, but I want to have like this will be my first store, so I want to at least hold a few things. You know what I mean? So I was just interested in knowing how that would work with the level up of prims.
We can add prims to those stores. Those stores can
Okay.
add prims, but like you have to be expected to pay more for more prims because that's how I pay for the sim, and that's kind of how everybody else pays for the sim. It's you're paying for the prim allottage, and with community sims, that's why you have a lot less than just having your own land because the community has to use a bunch of prims just for it to be a community, all the builds and landscaping and stuff. That is using prims that if you were just buying a plot, you would have those spare prims for. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I
I will
definitely
do my
understand.
best. I wish I could give everybody a bajillion prims and everything be completely decked out to the
I
nines. You know what I mean?
know.
But
Mm-mm.
I have a limit, because SL has a limit. And believe it or not, if y'all was here 5 years ago, we had a 20K prim limit. We have 10,000 or
Oh,
maybe even 15,000 more than we used to have like 5 years ago. Like they had
Oh
us,
wow.
yeah. So, and even now we're still like, I want more prims. So
I
I
mean, they
mean,
should add like at least 10 more, 10K more, just to like help out community sims because it's like, girl,
yeah, it
mm-mm.
sucks, and you
I
want to
need a
add
little
all
bit more
these
stuff in
things.
here.
Like, trust me, I want to add so much more to the community. And I want to add things that look better, or this or that. But I do have to consider the math of it. Like, how many prims can I really allot to certain things? And right,
True.
exactly. Like, if we hit zero, everybody gonna be mad. Trust me. Um, so I will try to work with you if you want a shop on that Rodeo Drive. For sure, I have more leeway and room to give more prims to people, but I do have to charge you extra for using the extra prims, and it just depends on how many you want.
Okay, sounds good.
I would just like to say, oh, I'm sorry. Was anybody else gonna talk?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I just okay. My first question that I want to ask is it okay for me to res cars on the sim
Oh,
as
so
long as
Angel,
I put it back in my inventory?
that was actually a suggestion that someone had was to put a garage where you people can res their cars temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that's an option, or is that something that would affect the prim count?
That's
And we
exactly
need
what I was about to say. I would love, yeah, for everybody to just be cruising around and their BMWs and
Okay.
everything, but cars are not only the premiest thing, but they are the
Mm-hmm.
highest script. One of the highest
Oh,
scripted
That's
items
true.
oh.
in the game. So when you have a bunch of cars driving around, it's gonna make it so much more laggier than when you don't. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why um, at one point we were going to restrict driving to just people who have a license, and I don't know if we might go back to that or not. Um,
Oh.
but when cars are left out or left around, which some of you are great with cleaning up, but some people aren't.
Oh.
It can
I
cause a
I would
really
definitely clean up.
it can cause a really bad issue. So if you do rent here, you do have the ability to res your car, but for non-renters, we just try to put that restriction just to keep less cars on the road. We do, however, have a car reser,
Mm-hmm.
and that's by Parlemere restaurant and the gas station. So there should be a car reser there. Like if you really want to drive around, you can use those car resers. And the car resers are great because they de-res after you get out of them. So that's how we know it's going to get cleaned up. It's not going to be out consuming scripts and whatnot.
And another thing that I wanted to also point out, I I'm when I said that I was new here, I am, and I don't know every I don't know a lot of places everywhere around LA Lux, and I'm finna start role playing as a hairstylist here as well. So I don't I don't know my way around, and walking too much. Yeah, yeah. I mean it's okay, but I that's why I was asking about the cars.
Well, the best way to get around is magical powers using the TP HUD. Yeah, I was just about to say. Have you gotten the TP HUD yet?
No, I do not.
So I will
That was
pass you one.
want to see how we could
I need one
because
too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Cause
pass you one.
I'm not living here right now, but I'm uh yeah, I'm not living here right now, but I am gonna work here like as a hairstylist here. But as far as like living here, I don't have enough. Well, I don't have any lindens right now to rent or buy a house here. I'm just
well, we
Okay.
definitely want you to still be encouraged to come and role play, and
Yeah,
that's
for
why
sure.
again different businesses that you can
hmm
still for a very inexpensive cost rent and own that business. You don't have to actually live here to be a part of the role play. We even have a role play group. What's it called? You are the Luxele. What's the
Role
our
players,
role play group?
Hollywood role play. Lux LA Hollywood role play. I think that's it.
Yeah.
oh
How do and I was just gonna ask you too, Angel, how does everyone find that group? Is it like is there a sign or anything around that people can click to actually join it?
There is not yet. There is one on the TP HUD, but
mm,
I
Oh, okay.
and that's located in the realty office. But I will put up
mm-hmm.
a sign. I'll put up banners around, and especially in the realty office. If you're ever looking for information, the realty office is the best place to go. Um,
Okay.
but I'll put the
Okay.
TP HUD as well as a join HUD for the roleplay HUD if you don't already have it or it doesn't automatically attach. So you'll be able to click it and get another roleplay HUD
Thank
as
you, New
Okay.
well.
York.
Thank you.
D, we saw you. You said something in the nearby.
Yeah. So I had a suggestion about the card thing. Yeah, I actually seen this on another sim, but this particular sim had parking stalls with the meter, and people can pay the meter like 100 Ls for 1 hour to res their cars and drive around. I don't know if that's helpful or it still takes up too much prims, but I thought that would be a great suggestion just to put out there.
Yeah, because the only thing is the car getting returned. So, I found cars in pools, in sides of windows. I found
Yes.
um parked in trees and how yes, yes.
It's like, how did
We
you
don't want that.
get
We don't want that. So just to make it a little bit easier on me, because we do have limited staff too. And right now I'm doing a lot of the returning and stuff for prims. So just to make it a little bit easier on me, um, we do restrict it to renters only.
Okay,
Sorry,
I
I'm
didn't think
sorry,
of that.
guys. Um,
Definitely.
but
Awesome.
but you
Awesome.
still are expected to follow city parking rules, okay? Like you can't just park your car in the middle of the street. You will get it returned, towed. If we get a tow truck, role player, I hope we do, you will get a towed and you will get a ticket. Okay, we are going to have a
Oh,
ticket system with cops. And you did say something about the meters. We will have meters. However, they won't take lindens. They will take your role play money. So we have our own role play money in the city called Lux Coin. So that's how you will pay for your meter
I
and
think
And I
what
have
we
one more
park by
question. I'm
them.
sorry.
go ahead, go ahead.
So if I wanted to put my business here, right? Would I only be able to gain Lux coins, or am I able to gain lindens as well? How does that work?
No, you can sell whatever you want for whatever you want. If you want to sell them for lindens, you can sell your stuff for lindens. I just think it's a
Okay.
nice incentive and role play if you offer something, maybe one or two items for the Lux coin. You know.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about some things that are exclusive for LA Lux, People can only find it here, and then that will be only some items will only be for Lux Coin.
Yeah, that would be
You know what I
great.
mean? Yeah. So it will drive more people here and everything.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
super dope. And then also I think too, as far as what we were talking about with that, like the cars and the towing and all that, I think that would be great to introduce the whole leaving your car unlocked situation.
Oh,
So that we can have people getting arrested for stealing cars and like all types of, just open up the role play more. And hopefully we
Yeah,
can trust our neighbors to
Yeah.
not steal. I've
Psych.
actually lived in Sims where we had to leave our cars unlocked and I didn't get my car stolen. So I know it's possible.
yeah.
Just make sure the officer is cute. Our last officer was pretty cute. I don't know what happened to him,
My,
but
myself and Dior, we both work at the DMV, and we have been making our rounds around and seeing cars constantly parked in the middle of the streets and stuff. So we we will be giving tickets as well.
And that's from
Citation.
residents. Can you imagine if I opened it
Yeah,
to everyone?
right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
yes. Okay, does anyone have any other questions in relation to what we've just been talking about before we move on?
So
mm-mm.
one more thing too, one more thing. If anybody knows police officers, like people who want to role play police, we really, really need a force. It's like a pivotal role in a role play community. So please be recommending your people you think would be good cops.
Oh, and we had one good question too from Bella who asks if she can pay for her shop with Lux Coin.
Um, if you can pay for it,
Like maybe pay the rental, maybe
not for the prims because I have to pay real life money for the sim. So I have to pay, my
not
landlord,
even
unfortunately.
the role play shops, the ones that you don't get the prims, maybe the
Oh,
role
oh
play shop.
yeah. So for some of those, we're actually thinking of making a a cost for them. So you will have to have a certain amount of Lux coin to buy them. But those are for the ones that exactly like you said that don't take any prims.
Right,
But
right, right.
if you are using prims, you have to pay for them. That's basically what you pay for in this community. The only thing you pay for Linden wise is prims.
Absolutely makes sense. While we're talking about Lux Coin, Angel, do you mind actually explaining to everyone how the banking system works or will work?
Okay, so the banking system is pretty simple right now. All you have to do is go to the Alpha One Bank. It's in the downtown area in Soho, like right behind the mall, and right next to the grocery store. So you just go in there. There's a terminal to the left, and it'll say register. You just register for your card. It'll give you a credit card that says LuxCoin on it and credit card numbers. So you can pay each other LuxCoin with those credit cards. And you can also buy things around the city that take LuxCoin with those credit cards. And if you want to set up a business selling LuxCoin, all you need is the script and you need our API code. So without our API code, you cannot be in the Lux LA economy. So that API
Oh,
code controls all our ATM machines and anything that has to do with LuxCoin. Does that make sense?
mm.
Yeah, will
So
you be
for
able to also walk people through it as they're setting up their businesses and whatnot as well,
yes,
or
if you
you
really
need
need yeah, if you need help with that, just open up a general ticket. That's like the absolute best way to get my attention and get me to work on whatever any type of problem you have. Please open a ticket in Discord or any type of question or anything. Open a ticket in Discord and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. You just have to be patient with me because I do get a lot of questions and stuff. There's only one of me, so but if you need help with setting up the Lux coin, I can definitely try to help you get set up or put up a register for you or anything like that. But you can also take direct payments too if you don't want to use a register or use a vendor. You can take direct payments through card if you sell services. So that's that too.
I saw someone had a question, and I'm
Yeah, I saw
actually
that
about
too.
to or I got silent because I'm about to send the Discord link where she was talking about where you put the support. In case someone doesn't know where that's at. But you can go ahead and oh well that I can't help you with, but
Yeah.
I'm sure if you network around, you may be able to find someone. Who was that? Who had the? Was it Bella? I'm sorry. No, Lakita.
Yeah. I just wanted to know, is it too late to become a teacher at the college and have a course?
It's not too late. You would just have to get your you would have to complete your teaching onboarding in the next 2 weeks because that's when we're trying to start on the bulk of our classes. But it's definitely not too late. It's never too late to apply if you would like to teach. What are you interested in teaching?
Like a medical course on how to become a doctor?
Oh, perfect.
It
Yeah,
would be like a
we definitely
road
need
trip.
a medical doctor teacher because someone was asking about that, especially if you do maternity. So, yeah, definitely. We have a separate Discord for WCVU. So,
I'm in it.
okay, you would definitely just
Put in an application.
yeah, and then open a ticket, and then we'll get you onboarded for sure.
That'll
Thank
definitely
you.
open up some role plays to simply having a bunch of doctors in training, working in the hospital for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love that.
Just to sum up the answer though, D for the question about paying for business with LuxCoin, she was saying that more so for the ones that are the free businesses that you don't have the perms. Angel is the owner of the sim behind me on my left.
Yeah, hi.
Yasmin, it says Yasmin.
Yeah, Yasmin.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions before we move on about the banking system or anything? Take your time.
Also about the banking system, one of the incentives of being in the billionaires towers, you do get a safety deposit box. There's only eight billionaires towers, so they're reserved for billionaires. Um, but you do get a safety deposit box and you get a bonus. So if anybody here lives in billionaires, let me know and you can get your box set up.
Okay, so can I ask something about that?
Yes.
Okay, so I lived in Billionaires. I rented it, and then when I was renting it and I was doing the tour of the building, hold on, baby. When I was doing the tour of the building, I went to the top floor, and there's an apartment that seems to be available, but there's no rent box on the floor. Does that belong to the owner?
Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Oh, okay,
I'm
because
the
I really
neighbor.
want to buy it so fast.
Yeah. I own one billionaire's condo, but the rest of them are all for rent. So,
Okay, thank you.
no problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they're smaller,
it's
you
fun.
know, compared to like the like mansions and stuff, like we want to have a lot of like cool incentives, like the, you know, like the clubhouse and all that stuff for the billionaires. So,
Yeah, super dope. Love it. Super dope. Okay, so we're getting a lot of questions about the jobs and whatnot. So maybe we go to Shimmy for a second and let her take the podium, and then we can go back to everything else because I just know that we have a lot of people wondering about employment and all that kind of stuff. You want to go ahead and do your thing, Shimmy?
Yes. I've just wanted to speak about the job fair that we have coming up. Um, it's on the 30th of September to the 2nd of October, and it will be between 4 and 6 p.m. SLT. So we'll have it running for 3 days. And basically, this is going to be a recurring event every month. And what I'm trying to do is target the jobs that are not filled on Lux LA and get people employed in role play positions. I'll also be encouraging people to rent businesses, the turnkey businesses, and of course, bringing their own brands here to Lux. Um, right now, on the website, which is luxsl.com, get dash a dash job forward slash. You will see that there's some jobs available what you can apply for. So I'd advise you, if you're interested in being a server, um, if you're interested in being a banker, jeweler, bartenders, cashiers, and those positions are on the site for you to fill in the applications. And yeah, I'll type it and send a ticket to us in the Discord channel. What we plan to do, that's myself and the other moderators for the roleplay on Lux. We're gonna set up roleplay interviews for you, um, make it more of a realistic experience for you when you're applying for jobs. And as I said, as Angel said before, actually, a lot of the roles are going to be paid with the Lux books. There'll be things in Lux that obviously you can purchase with that. And if you're a server, bartenders, and cashiers and other jobs, obviously, if you're working at events and so forth, you will be getting tips in Linden. So it's entirely up to you how much you work, clocking in and things like that, how much you earn. So that's basically on you, how much you're gonna earn as a worker on Lux. Also, just to let you know that if you are a business owner here on Lux, whether it's a turnkey, whether you're role playing in a business role, or it's your own business, when I'm doing the job fairs, if you just hit me up, I can arrange for you to have a table at the job fair for you to recruit other members. So that's just a quick overview. Obviously, you'll have more information about everything at the job fair. I'm working hard on making sure everything's set up for you, so it's quite straightforward. So, if you have any questions,
I heard you briefly mention something about clock in. Is there any information that you can give us about the role play clock in?
yeah, the clocking is at the job agency, and basically, once you become employed, that is where you will sign into. It's something that I will go over with you once you're accepted for your job role, and you will clock in. You get paid for the time that you're actually on the clock, and when you clock out, obviously, that's when your shift ends, and you'll be paid in your Lux box for your time that you've spent on your shift. So I'll explain that to you one on one once you've been employed as well.
Nice. So people are actually like really role playing and clocking in for stuff. That's dope. Okay. D had a question.
I promise this is my last question.
No.
It doesn't have to be. They be good
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone asked this, but I wanted to ask really quickly. Um, if you become a business owner and you actually say, for instance, my situation, I want to rent out the Rodeo Drive slot, right? How do I get Lux coins or clock in or anything like that? Did anyone explain that already?
You got to make them. If you
Oh, okay.
if you're starting a
Yes.
business, you got to use your own Lux coin. And if you negotiate with the city, and we can give you maybe a grant to pay your employees, but otherwise they would come, even if they're using a time clock with you, it would come straight out of your account.
Oh, okay, I see. All
Yes.
right.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
But what could we create an incentive though for maybe business owners who are renting here, like actually paying the prims, like a bonus of coins to pay to make the community flourish, kind of. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. The city would love to give you a grant if you are renting here. A grant for your business.
And then bankers are going to be giving loans, right, Angel?
Right. As soon as we get more bankers, that's who you will go to for business loans. So if you can convince the banker that you're good for your business, at the banker's discretion, they will give you a loan or a
I
grant.
noticed.
Oh,
I
grants come
noticed a
from the city.
question.
Sorry, but the bank can give loans.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Deluxe Radio will have a table at the job fair as well. So if you're interested in becoming a radio personality, as Wanda said, they're looking for people as well to join.
Don't trust him. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Wonder. I say, would at Shimmy would that work with the beauty bar, or could you use your own system? And we're talking. You said preferably someone thick. Oh my god, I'm ignoring him. Yeah. So we're talking about
Yeah.
the Lux coin, right, Bella?
Yeah, the beauty bar is it's gonna be a service. So as Angel said, if you just submit a ticket, she'll help support you with setting up how to um with the cards and your how you're gonna pay using Luxbox at your business. So obviously you can offer that service as well as Linden. It depends what you're selling, whatever product you're selling in your business.
Perfect. Dope. 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 Okay. I'm just scrolling through. I don't think I missed any other questions. Anyone else have any questions about any of that? Okay. What
Wait, can
else?
I chime in real quick? Yeah, the other
Yep. Mhm.
two really important jobs we need are bankers and jewelers because if the bank or the jewelry store is ever robbed, those are the only people who are able to restock and reset everything, like the security and put the money back and all that. So, if anybody is interested in those roles, please let me know because they're greatly needed.
Yeah, and then someone had asked like, where do they apply? That's something. Yeah, here it is. I see that question now.
Yes.
Shim was just mentioning that we are having, and you can see behind me a flyer for the job fair they will be having next up in Lux. So you'll be able to go here and learn about all the jobs that we have available and see what fits you. But they are mentioning some of the jobs that are most important for us to fill here, for us to have like an actual community, like things that are like our key jobs. But another thing I just want to throw out there too is we have, since we're talking about jobs, we have a daycare that I feel like would be an amazing place to bring all of the women who have babies in Second Life to to get their children taken care of. I know me, I'm always looking for a babysitter. Yes, okay. And then we have the hospital. So if anyone is good with children, I'm just saying, like, we need help. We need help. Okay. Anyone else? Anything else to fill in before I move on? I think we are pretty much to the end of everything. Actually, I think we covered. Oh, okay. So now I want to go on to the actual meters that are over our head, Angel. Like explaining more about what's going on with that. Is she there?
Okay. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
So what would you guys want to know? Like how it works or what they're for or
Yeah, all
how to.
that, all that. Like, what do the stats like mean? Like, how, like, what is that going to affect in the future?
Okay, so the stats are just a way of being able to implement certain requirements within roleplay that you all want to do. So, for example, Yoyoy had a great idea where we have a party and your fame and your influence has to be of a certain level or a certain number for you to get in. Things like that. So that when you're picking your stats, you pick stats based on what you want your role to develop as. And then as we progress to and we fill more roles, we'll have relevant to LA too, yeah. And as we progress and we fill more roles, we'll have more levels to those roles. So if you come in as a model and you want to be a supermodel, one of the locked roles we have is celebrity. You have to have a certain amount of fame in order to get that celebrity role. So you won't see a whole lot of people with the celebrity tag above their head. Um, that type of thing. You can also, if you run a certain business, I can give you the ability to give extra XP points um, to certain employees and stuff so that you have an incentive to award your employees based on role play. Um, as well as, I don't know if we have any criminals in here. I don't know if anyone wants to tell on themselves. But if you're within a faction, your faction leader or your gang leader will be able to award you. So you could have certain requirements to move up the ranks. if that makes sense. Uh,
Mm.
we also have something called events. So, in certain places at certain times, you'll be able to get more XP as well to level up. So, it gives you an incentive to be at that place. Um, and it rewards people for being
Great one.
active
Yes,
on the
absolutely.
sim. So, and then I just encourage everybody to like to use the stats for what you want to use them for. You know what I mean? Like if you, um, like let's say you run a Empire Records, you know, and you want your artists to be here, be at Lux, and be specifically in the studio more. You know what I mean? You can require them to have a certain amount of fame numbers and have be at a certain level in order to give them a bigger contract or a bigger record deal. Um, so it gives you guys incentives, and I can also set those events in certain places. So uh, if you have an idea of a place that you want to give extra XP for a certain reason, um, you can contact me, and then I'll be working with Shimmy too because she's going to be heading the role play. So eventually you'll be able to contact her as well and, you know, talk about your idea, and I'll set it up for you so that it interacts with the HUD. And as far as like how the HUD individually works, like how the buttons works, you can check out this guide here. And when we have changes, because it is in beta, it's very beta. I'm working with the creator. He basically created the gameplay HUD so that different communities could use it for their role play. He doesn't sell it yet. It's still everything's being tested and stuff. So, but I really love it so far. I love that it's able I was able to customize it for us, and I'm still working on it. So little things will be tweaked over time, the more time I get to work on this. And then as well as hopefully we have our own weapon system coming soon, but that will be either restricted to criminals or very very expensive to buy a gun. So those are some things we have coming soon involving the HUD.
So
And how?
questions about being a criminal.
Oh, who's that
I
next?
And Nikita, I see you had a question too. I got you queued up.
My bad, my bad. If I cut somebody off, you could go.
Okay. Yeah. Hold that question real quick. Let's go in order. Lakita. Oh no, she said go ahead. She said go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I just wanted to ask, like, when it comes to the whole criminal thing, I was watching Angel's YouTube video where she was doing the stuff, but like when I went to the places that she went to, like there was no jewelry in the jewelry store. I didn't expect the whole bank thing.
That's because
But
we
when I
need
went to
bankers and we need jewelry store attendants because those are the people. That's because it already got robbed. So every time, because we
That's
don't want
so
it to
funny.
be abused. Because think about it, if anybody could rob it at any time, you would just keep robbing it and keep robbing it and keep stocking up on money. So in order to
Right.
keep it from being abused, we need a banker and we need a jeweler to reset it, you know, a certain amount of times, and to also to set the security systems so it's not so easy every time to just walk in and steal everything.
Where's that YouTube video? How can you link that, Angel?
Yeah, that's the cop. We need the cops too to catch y'all.
I'm cool. No. I didn't see. Right now is a bad video. I'm about to turn it.
Hey,
We need cops.
I don't steal or rob, but I could role play it, you know, because
Yeah.
on YouTube, I've seen Carmen King do that. Like she comes into the bank and steal all that good money. I'm like,
Oh,
good Lord Almighty.
Yeah,
wow.
every
No,
time
that
you.
sounds fun.
Yeah, I think if you steal
Mm.
5 bags, it's the equivalent of 100K about.
Oof.
But
Sheesh.
but this is the
That's
other thing. Once you get the money from the pawn shop, it's dirty money. So you have
Yeah,
to
you gotta
find
pay your
somebody.
credit.
You have to yes. And right now only we only have a cleaner in the tattoo shop. So we're gonna probably need one or two more of those as well. But
so dope. I
yeah,
love it.
so
I
it's
love it.
not so it's not so hard to make, or it's not so easy to make that dirty money basically.
Yeah, we
Oh,
had
darn.
someone
But
in the
if you, you
DMV
know,
ask us if we were clean money. I wonder who
Nah,
that
Bella,
was.
no. Bella, no. Bella was out here doing it. Talking about that's what I heard.
Oh, we can't have no criminals
No.
cleaning money. No criminals cleaning money. Oh, okay. Wait, let's move. 'Cause Lakita had a question. I want to make sure we get to Lakita's question real quick.
Yes.
That was a minute ago. Hold on.
My question was, how do you reset the the um the HUD? Like, if you picked, let's say you picked criminal when you first got here, and you're not interested in being a criminal, how do you change
Hmm,
it?
that's a good question.
Oh, click your character and then click either change character or delete character and start a new one, something like that,
right?
right?
Yeah. So you click the
Thank you,
lion,
thank you.
and then click character, and then you can make a new character. You can rename your character. You can switch to another character, or you can kill the character. Once you kill the character, that name can't be used again either, and you can't bring it back from the dead. So
Oh,
Mm.
wow.
retire
Thank you for
character at your own risk. And I'll check the other HUD and make sure those buttons are working too. If they're not, they'll be working by today. But that's how you should be able to change your character.
Thank you.
Wow.
And I had one more question. Do you currently have someone running the hospital?
No. So the way the hospital works is you can either be an ER doctor, you don't have to rent a doctor board, but you can't really res and you can't charge for your services. Now, if you actually want to charge Linden for your services, you have to rent a rate board and then you can work the other wards and charge Lindens for your services, if that makes sense. If you don't want to
Okay.
charge Lindens and you just want to be a role play doctor for the benefit of the role play, you can just work in the hospital. We don't have anybody running it.
I
What
have a
about
question.
charge the role play money?
If you're an ER doctor, you get paid for role play money for working in the ER.
Okay, cool.
I have two meters on my head. Like every time I get to West Coast Valley, a new meter pop up. Is there a way for me to control it?
No, unfortunately, I literally just put in that complaint with the creator, so I'm waiting for him to get back to me about it. In the
Okay.
meantime, the only thing that I'm going to be able to do is to turn off the auto attach on West Coast Valley. So,
Okay.
if you're a student in West Coast Valley and you want to put your West Coast Valley HUD on, you're going to actually have to click on something that will deliver it. And then when you cross the Lux LA HUD, will automatically detach. So,
Okay. All right.
yeah, it's just a bug where you can't have two auto attaches and at the sim crossing for right now. So,
Okay.
Angel, as far as the HUD too, how long does it take for you to get a new experience point?
great question. Um, I think for WCVU, it's a lot faster than it is for Lux LA. And that's because the goal of the goal of the WCVU HUD is for you to graduate. So you want to have an end goal for your leveling. But for Lux LA, I think you get, I want to say you get 1 to 2 XP a day, like per
Maybe
24
every
hour. You have to be on the sim for an hour to get that point. So you
okay,
can so
okay.
you have to be on the sim for an hour to get 1 point, and I think you can get up to 2 points a day.
Yeah, because I sometimes get 2 points a day, and then sometimes one. But the days I get 2 points, I do be here like all day. So
Yeah, that's what it is. So you don't just get to go AFK on the sim and just collect points. Um, but if you do come in, you do get points for being here. You also get experience points. And the experience points is what makes you level up. So your experience is different than your level, and it's different than your stat points. So you gain experience, and then once you hit a certain experience, then you get a stat point, and then you get a level up point. Does that make sense?
Ooh, that
yeah,
makes sense.
okay. I was wondering about that. Okay.
Right. So you spend time on the sim, and you get enough experience to get a XP point, and then you also can get experience points from like I said, like if you're in a faction or a group or a gang that the leader can give you points, you can get points from that. And you can also get points from events. So being at a certain place at a certain time.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you guys be doing weather here?
Um.
Hmm.
I mean, I have a weather machine. You could just run your own weather machine on your land, like on your parcel, right?
Girl, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
see it.
it's
I wanna walk. I mean, it don't snow in LA. We all know that, right? But would
right.
we have like
That's exactly
Right.
why I picked it.
wildfires?
A lot of rain though.
um.
Would it be some
Right.
wild
So
like
rain is another one of those things that are extremely laggy.
yeah,
Um,
they are.
we can
Oh,
do
is
it. We can do it maybe every once in a while. We can plan a weather day. But it's
Yeah, we can
definitely
role play a situation,
right.
maybe.
Right. So it'd have to be set up, but it couldn't be super often because I'm telling you, we'd barely be moving. You
I
know.
didn't even know that
Yeah, I
rain
can see that.
causes lag. Wow.
Yeah, because it's particles. Any particles cause a lot of lag. Any type of
Yeah.
particles, glow actually causes more lag. Anything with scripts and runtime cause a lot of lag. It's
Okay.
just unfortunately how
But
Second Life runs.
yeah, and I'm gonna note that you would like weather events because that's something that I actually want to do. Personally, is not just actual events as an event planner, but situations and scenarios. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Right.
I can like, put together. And at the end, after we finish this, I'll also get ideas as well of other situations and scenarios or events you would like to see around the city too.
Yeah.
Um, Nikita had a question too.
It's not a question, it's a comment about the weather thing, like an idea. A few years ago, I used to role play at a sim, and they didn't necessarily like have like the particle rain. They had like this thing that would like give an announcement that's like today's weather in blah 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 sim is sunny and with a chance of rain or whatever. So it doesn't have to necessarily rain. It could just be an announcement where like people will know like okay it's supposed to be rainy and maybe you can change like the wind light settings for the day to be like cloudy or whatever so that you don't have to cause the lag, but the people who role play here will know how to dress appropriately for the weather. And then if you do want to have one day where it's like a really bad storm and you do want to do the rain, you could do that too.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Yeah,
That
that's
idea.
is a
We
good
just have
idea.
to organize it, and I don't mind doing that.
yeah.
We probably
And
need a
maybe
like a
it's some.
weather woman or weatherman too.
Right.
I was just about
Yeah.
to say that's another job that if somebody really wants that to really happen, we just need like this. This is why we're here. It's an all hands on deck type of situation to create the community that we want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
you feel passionately about doing different things and having different things in the community and you know how to do it, I definitely would love for you to actually be that person to bring about that change you want to see, you know, because that's how it would happen faster for sure. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Shimmy is that you see she's taking notes for her role play position. And I was actually thinking it would be dope if we even had like talk show hosts who talked about stuff
And
going
I
on
was
and
Yeah,
just
that'd be
about to
cool.
bring that up, like a talk show. That would be
yeah,
dope.
yeah. Oh, are we
Also
getting
the
robbed?
studios, the studios.
Right? Is this a stick up?
Wait, what's
Are we
going
getting
on?
robbed? It's a criminal.
Where's the criminals at?
One just came in.
Oh my god.
Who wonder he been here?
So
No.
we had another question. Bella wanted to know on the hood, how do you pick a faction or a group?
They pick you. So when you get invited, a little envelope will pop up on your HUD, and you click that, and you can be accepted into it. I think it's one faction at a time right now, though, on the HUD, per character. So,
So do you just play and wait to get that invite?
well, right now is like the best time for people who want to lead stuff and be leaders of factions. So,
Right. So
um,
how you can just start one.
you have to talk to me, and I have to add you to the HUD. So I would have to manually add your faction to the HUD, and then you would be owner and be able to invite people and also be able to award people XP.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions? No, no more questions. Okay, so now I just want to go to the part or reaching the end. I want to go to the part where if anyone has any other suggestions or any types of events that they'd like to see. I know we're coming into Halloween season, so we already know we could do
Yeah.
Trick or
treating, the Halloween,
treating.
yeah, all that kind of stuff. That's a given. But is there any other stuff that you all would like to see? Um, just in Lux.
I would
Whether
really
it's
like to see a lot of the clubs on here because I've seen and went to all of them and they are all dope in its own way. If we could
absolutely,
have a lot of, whether it's lady night or karaoke, there's so much things that we could do, but I would
yeah.
love to see us utilize the clubs a lot more.
Oh,
I
can I
would
say the
also.
Zumba? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Mm.
Yeah. So who wants to speak next?
Um,
Or
I was I was gonna say that I would like to see um like events that includes kids like beauty pageants or something like that. Because a while back, well, not a while back, but since I've been on Second Life, I've had that idea, and I thought that would be something awesome because I did hear on YouTube something about uh pageants or concerts or something like that. So I thought maybe that would be something as an event as well.
yeah, that would be interesting. Oh yeah, and Bella said there's a model agency here as well. So yeah, this is just another thing again of if you all have the opportunity or the time to just come to the job fair so that we can get all these ideas running. Um,
Yeah.
for help.
Sweet.
Wonder says he'll be planning an exclusive lingerie party one day, but your fame has to be a certain level. And so that's another thank you for saying that, Wonder. You all can take advantage of these points as well. It's not just us and what we do for the events. If you have a house party or something, like Wonder's role in the community, like if you get to know him, you'll see that what he just said is very on brand for him. You know what I'm saying? So, so like it would make sense for him to only have the famous women in lingerie at his party. You know what I'm saying? Of Lux. You can do the same thing where all you have to be like if you're a doctor, only I only hang with intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be that way, but I'm just saying these stats are here for you to use them and incorporate them into how you role play here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. If you run a
All right.
gym, you can have a certain strength level required for your trainers, things like that.
Exactly, exactly. Yes.
Ooh.
Absolutely. So yeah, that was another thing. Is anyone actually into doing like fitness events and things like that? Like spin classes,
Can I do
yoga.
Zumba? I want to do Zumba.
But who said that?
Me, Kiyomi.
Zumba
I
would be
mean, can you
cool.
actually
What?
teach Zumba? Do you know how to teach Zumba?
Yes, I take Zumba with my sister, but I don't do it no more.
Girl, I'm about to give you a job. I'm
Period.
a, yes.
Because I want
For
to do
sure.
Zumba.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I hit you up for that. And if anyone else has like any specialties, this is your opportunity to make yourself known and create a name for
Hi,
yourself in
Tamara.
the community. So Kiyomi can very easily now be known as the Zumba instructor of Lux. You know, everybody comes in, wants to come to her classes. So
Sure.
yeah, just
Hey, I'll be down to come to your class. How you
Yes,
say your name?
Zumba.
Kim-
Zumba class.
No,
and
I'm talking about.
Kiyomi,
Oh,
Yeah, Kiyomi. Yeah.
Kiyomi. Yes, yes.
Okay, girl,
She said,
I
"What's your
would
name
be
again?"
down to
Zumba.
come to your class and do that.
Yes, it's going to be
yeah.
fun. You're going to be
All
doing
right, right.
this crap music. Okay,
Sweet, sweet.
ready.
You have to wear the Zeo Life hood.
No, you do not have to wear the Zeo Life Hut. It's just for fun if you want to add life stats to
But you
your.
should. It's really really fun.
Yeah,
Zero life is fun.
if you want to add life
Oh,
stats to your role play, for sure. And we'll try to incorporate more and more Zeo Life stuff around the
But
city.
do we have public restrooms around the area? Because the toilet in my house
yes.
fix my the toilet in my house don't fix my continent stats.
I can install more. I'll get more toilets and
My shit is
lavatories
zero.
installed.
I could order
The
once.
best toilet in the on the entire sim is in the West Coast Valley University. What is that? What is the art building? The art building and the landscaping building. There's a golden toilet, and the golden
Ooh,
toilet
Ooh.
will raise your continence in like a
ooh. Y'all
minute or
better go.
two.
My continent's on 50. Don't pee on yourself trying to get there.
But
Okay.
I'll install more golden toilets around, see if y'all can find them.
Yes, that'd be a
Oh
dope
my.
ass scavenger hunt. Oh, my rest day is on the 31st. Can I have a Halloween party here?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Anybody can have a party,
Same
anytime.
here.
Halloween party? Okay.
Listen, y'all need to start using your community as you would in your real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
like y'all, this is y'all spot too. Like y'all live here, y'all rent here, so
What
like
time, Kamara?
throw your birthday party here and invite your friends to come celebrate your birthday in Lux. Like all that. This is the perfect place to do a whole bunch of different stuff. You can have dinner, with people at three different restaurants. I think it is. We got bars, nightclubs, like we got every.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
I
and
was just
event spots. There's event spots as well on here.
Ah, why we not invited?
speaking of
Well,
That's in
plugs.
Luxembourg.
Oh, speaking of
I
plugs,
said beef.
I was wondering if Carmen King might have an event at her club.
Well, I think maybe if you, hey, ask
Yeah,
her.
I don't
I
know.
was just
Yeah,
asking.
go on your YouTube. Ask her.
Yeah, I would ask or asking if you join Carmen's Discord, she has a whole second life channel. So you can
'Cause
definitely
that is a cool club.
I already have the app
yeah, yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
already on it.
Cuz I would love to have
Yes.
some events there too.
Sexy
Yeah, we're
Remy.
gonna utilize the club in general, anyways.
Mhm.
Outside of just her, because it's just a really dope club, anyways.
You
Hmm.
off work in an hour? Yeah, I should still
Okay,
be on.
so no more questions.
If not, I'll be on a little bit later because I'm so
Okay,
tired. I was in the hospital
really
today,
quick
y'all.
before we leave, we just had a few more people that had
I took a
came towards
pill
the
and
end. Does
my
anyone else
arm
want to
hurts so
introduce
bad and I'm
themselves
getting
into the
so
role
tired.
play story at all?
But I'm gonna try.
Please,
So that everyone knows.
yeah, because I need a feel for it. I need to get some ideas. So.
Okay,
I mean, I could go ahead and start it off and tell you a little bit about the Luxembourgs.
Yes.
okay.
They're the owners of the city here. They're government without government titles. Um, if you see one, definitely don't do no criminal activity around them. You might disappear.
Ooh, ooh.
Um, and yeah, they are here to facilitate more business because they're all about money.
Period.
So if you have business ideas and you want to bring them to the Luxembourgs, feel free. Except the Luxembourg that stands
Oh
in
my
the
gosh, not me actually talking, asking him questions my first day here. I was like, is he ignoring me? No, that shit had me so.
he's the strong silent type. He does all of the quiet management behind the scenes. So, and I'm about to change his name too. I think I want to name him Vincent. I don't
Dead standing there talking to him on my first day here.
know.
Is that the man that's
Yes,
standing
he
in
will not
the
respond back
the
at all.
DMV? Listen, I was the same thing. I ran into the damn window, the door, and I thought he was gonna chase after me. It took me a while to realize.
I'm like, wait, is this nigga like a bot or something? Because he's not answering none of my questions. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, he's definitely a bot.
Yeah, I was
Ooh,
thinking.
can I go? Let me go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
All right.
introduce yourself.
This is definitely not Overwatch. I
I'm
changed the
Wanda.
game title, but
Okay.
I guess I have to fix it again. My bad.
Tay. is what I go by. I am my bro is Ren. You guys might know him as the radio owner. We are co-owners of Lux LA. Yeah, the Lux LA radio show, and we kind of run that together. We also do some separate things. He's a comedian, DJ. I do some other things that I will not talk about. Um, for
Your
reasons.
nasty, nasty
But
things.
yeah, man, we got a nice little family here, and we've been here for a while. We've been switching houses back and forth, because we just like the area. And yeah, that's what we do. Definitely have role play with us. Yes, it says adult star. It's for a
Oh my
reason.
Text
gosh.
jumping.
Are you guys gonna open a male strip club? Come on, talk to me.
Okay,
Yes.
listen.
Once.
Whole second life.
Yes,
Talk to
do
me.
that. Do that.
The whole second
Listen.
life be here. We would be crashing every day if they did that.
No,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Lord have
Me and
mercy.
Rand are already beefing with a urban,
A Second Life.
with a urban male strip club who we will not name. But
That's
once we
hilarious.
figure all that out, then maybe we'll talk. We gotta talk to the Luxembourgs and see how stuff rock and see how things
I don't know
work.
about that. The Luxembourgs is very
It's gonna bring a lot
conservative
of
around here.
money.
Yeah. Sometimes me and the Luxembourg, but we really like each other. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, keep in touch. Definitely come and talk to us, hang out with us. And yeah, we'll have some fun.
For sure.
Hey, Red.
That sounds like a proposition.
Nice. Something that made me. Oh, okay. So, guys, that was some. He just made me remember something. On your titler, if you can just be descriptive, so someone walking up on you can get a feel for who you are, and just change your titler text. That would be great as well for our role play to kind of know who we're walking up on when we see you.
How do you do that?
What do you mean? Yeah.
So you just click the for both of them, even though this is the West Coast Valley one, you have to actually go into Lux for it to pop up, Christian. But you click on the little lion thing, and then that menu, the blue menu pops up, and it says title or text.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's how you just change the titler to who you are, and then that's how we'll know who you are.
Okay.
Yeah, the HUDs only work on the Sims where they have servers. So if you leave Lux or leave the Sims, you cannot use the HUDs. You can't get to them. They only work on the Sim.
Oh.
Welcome back to Light. Okay, well, I feel like we have covered so much valuable information in this town hall. That was actually very successful. I appreciate you all too for participating like you all did. D, you're lost and trying to figure out how to change your title of text.
Yeah. How you do that again?
Click on the WCV roleplay button, and then the menu pops up.
Yeah, I clicked it and nothing popped up.
You might be lagging, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll figure it out later.
All right.
Yeah. If you guys
All right, you all. Well,
wait,
thank
if
you
you guys
for
want to
coming.
figure it out later too, this page has what all the buttons do on the HUD. So if you go to how Lux LA RP HUD works, it tells you which buttons do what, so you can figure it out later. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, you Joy. Go ahead, close it out.
Oh, no, I was just going in with that. Thank you guys for coming. Boom.
All right.
You all have a great rest of your day. I will see you all around. Our next thing up
Yeah, hope to
here
see you.
is our well, we're actually having a rooftop party on Friday. That's going out in the notices. But we also have a job fair coming up from the 30th of September to the 2nd of October with Shim. If you want to fill any of the positions that we have available in the community, and then by October 1st, I'll have like a tentative calendar of events coming up for our Halloween season.
Yes.
Yes, and
Sweet.
invite your friends because they don't have to live here in order to participate in the role play. Um, so
Mm.
Right.
definitely bring your people. Let's
Well,
build a nice community. Get some role play
Is it
going.
too late
as
to go
far
to
as
college?
as oh,
I'm
keep talking.
sorry.
Oh,
I said, is it too late to go to college?
No, no. The college is starting in 2 weeks, and it's never too late. It's open enrollment, so you can join anytime.
Okay.
as far as like the friends, I barely have anyone to invite down here because when I had a when I had a family and I did invite someone to to look around Luxor. Like I get complaints, saying that it's laggy, down here and everything like that. But um,
They're gonna have to
Yeah,
update their PC, baby,
you'd be hard
because
pressed to find a community sim that's detailed that's
That's
not laggy because you're just resing so many images at one time. So if your PC can't handle it, um,
Yeah, that's what it
just can't
is.
handle it.
you're gonna lag.
That's just how
But
it is.
we try our best with the lag, with the restarts. That's why we try to restart often, and also that's why we try to clean cars. Sometimes we'll have a car wipe where we'll clean all the cars, just to reset the scripts and then reset the sim. So we do
Oh,
stuff to. I'm
do
sorry.
you ever think about putting a car wash here?
oh my,
Um,
that is a good question.
if we can figure out a place to put it and the prims for it, then I'm up for anything. It's just
Okay, because I would love some role play like that, like going to the car wash. Because I go to the gas station sometimes to role play filling my car up, but being that I don't have the like those chargeable cars or the ones that go with the NGTI gas
Mhm.
fuel system, I can't
Mm.
actually fill it up. But
Mhm.
I was thinking like if you guys could put because they have working like car washes, so I was thinking if you guys was looking into something like that. But I know it like with prims and everything.
yeah, it's only prims and like size, so where it would fit. Like if you think about the Sims, they're like puzzle pieces.
But if I
What
find
Trying to
about
fit
in
everything
front of
in.
the what?
Somebody cut all the way out.
yeah,
Like I want a credit card. Shoot.
Can y'all hear me? My bad.
yeah.
Here
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yes.
I was saying, what about across the street from the aquarium? I know we got like the hotel prompt. It looks like a prompt, but it don't look like an exact building.
Um,
It's like literally across the aquarium from the front.
yeah,
Are you
we're
talking about where the Lee Hills Hotel is?
yeah,
Oh yes, that hotel's not a real hotel.
no,
No.
it is not. Um, as far as that area, I would say that sim has the least amount of prims on any other sim. So right now we're actually
Okay.
in the process of figuring out kind of how to revamp that and redo that to save prims.
Okay.
So have
It's
you ever thought about taking out that hotel, being that you have an actual hotel that's
I don't
like
think that hotel will take up that much prims though, because it's like an empty shell.
No, those are actually they're almost like prim saves. So in total,
Yeah.
we only have about 500 prims down in that area. It's not that
It's
Oh
much.
wow.
probably
Yeah.
moving some things more towards this side to the
yeah.
hills.
Yeah. So I
So
Getting
mean,
speaking of
built
the
things
hills,
out.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but speaking of the hills, do you have any mansions available? Like anything? Like I don't see hills.
That's a good question that I've been wanting to ask
There's
too.
one on the website.
yeah,
I think
everything
No,
that's
it's not.
available.
yeah.
Hey, I checked today.
There was
Mm-hmm.
one.
There
If there's
that means
any,
there's nothing.
if there's anything available, it's on the website. I'm sorry, I don't know. When stuff opens
Mm,
up or not.
Shoot.
But you just
whoever
gotta keep
who
checking to
else
the website.
Like their houses down. That's
Listen,
the thing.
listen. You
Y-
gotta
Now,
watch it. You really do. Like
I would
one day
suggest
it'll
you
just
all.
be good.
I
if
would
any
suggest you all, if you like the houses or apartments that you see, to put a notify me on the house to catch it as soon as it goes available.
right. Who here lives in
Mm.
a mansion? Y'all wanna trade?
I don't even live in a mansion. I got me a condo.
Y'all wanna
I'm
trade?
good.
Listen, I lived in the biggest house here. Let me
All
tell you,
right,
That's too
so
much to
Man,
decorate for me.
to go
Oh,
flip,
one.
it's a work. It's a work.
who's
Yeah.
I
next?
so bad want
Decorate.
to mention my own self.
Fire.
I love my little house too. I feel real homey in my little home.
Yes, I like
Wow.
it small.
Not
Man,
you stunting on us.
I had three houses in Luxe LA, and everybody was calling me stupid, so I let two of them go.
Uh,
Well, I definitely
you was
appreciate everybody that rents here because y'all basically keep the sim going. Without renters, like it's way too expensive to keep up. Unfortunately, I wish Sims were cheaper. I really do because we would have twice as many. You know what I mean? And like I would, put everything that we wanted to put on there. But yeah,
Definitely.
the renters, y'all are basically the backbone to the Sim. So thank you so
Period.
much.
oh,
Well,
well, you are so welcome, and I just want to point out that I love Lux LA. I'm happy that I'm here. I hope that I do make some new friends and meet people and stuff like that. Cause at my place, I'm by myself. I have no furniture, nothing there, so it's just me.
right.
Well, yeah, just come around. Just make sure you're here. Pay attention to your group notices if you join our role play group, so you can just
Hmm.
be around and start to build your community.
Sweet.
I mean,
And be
we should start
outside.
utilizing the group
Yeah, be
chat. I mean, whenever we're
outside.
bored, somebody can be like,
Yes.
"Hey, who wanna have lunch at so and so and
Period.
so?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
make
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Oh, guys, I tried out the smoke shop on here. Let me tell you
Yes.
about them gummies.
Wait,
So
wait,
be
wait, wait.
careful with them
wait.
gummies because, baby, you ain't gonna be walking nowhere.
I know. I gotta go. I gotta go.
You're
Yes.
not
Well,
walking nowhere.
I went to the DMV and I had a horrible time.
Well, then they're doing their jobs.
And I
Oh
just
my god!
it was nasty. People was rude. It was
Oh, I know how that sounds. You was at the DMV. It's supposed to
Oh
be
my
I
nasty and rude.
I
god!
had a good time at that DMV.
Yo, I went to the DMV. I had the best time ever. I met
Thank
Samara.
you, thank
Yeah,
you.
I had mad fun.
we
I
did.
we had fun at the DMV.
no,
Okay,
but
so
but listen, when people post that they're out and they doing stuff, just show up, and then
Yes,
you'll just
that's
get
really
Yeah.
involved,
the best way to make friends.
and then you just have
Yeah.
fun with it. Like really, just
And
have fun with it.
Yep.
and
when
use
you
the role play group, everybody. Like use the
yeah,
role
just
play group to text and let everybody know what you're doing around the sim so people can join you.
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Exactly. I found that to actually work really well. So
Yep.
please, guys, just make sure, like, just start the role play. Sits, walks into the smoke shop and looks around and notices some gummy sitting on the counter.
Up.
Or
And I
just should
bet
I,
keep piecing
go in
your
that
house.
house, take the picture.
And then 2 seconds later, you're gonna see me like on my way.
And then, but look, guys, this is key though. This is key. You have to
Yep.
keep the story going in the role play. You can't start nearby. It has to keep going in the role play story so other people who aren't there can follow it and come and then also join in at the role play story.
Oh, okay,
Hi,
okay.
Roro.
All right.
Hi,
Yeah.
Roro.
Definitely get it. I'm gonna try. I'm now
I
getting into Discord. I'm gonna try.
I'm already on Discord.
Oh, also, I didn't say anything, so I see we got a lot of little ones here. You guys do know they're adult and moderate sims, so if you have little ones or if you are little ones, you do have to stay with your parents, okay? Parents are
Oh,
responsible for their
yes.
kids on the city. You cannot just be roaming around because if there is any adult activity, there can't be any type of kids near it. So any type of adult or
Okay.
role play, kids have to be away from it. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Makes a
if your
lot of
child
sense.
Mm-hmm.
gets ejected or, whatever happens to your child, it's because they were alone and they did not have supervision. Okay. But
Okay.
kids
Oh,
are allowed in The Sims. They're just not allowed around anything adult.
Adult things, and they're not allowed to sit on any adult furniture.
Thank God.
Oh my
Because
God.
there's so much perverts on here. Thank
Yes.
God.
Where the criminals at? We need y'all for the pedophiles.
No, for real.
For real. Okay.
Yeah,
got
Mm.
somebody got a CPS friend coming through soon. What?
Yes.
I don't think
Hey,
we
there
can
might
add
be
everything
there might be a
here.
CPS worker at the daycare.
Yes, that
Never
daycare
know.
is gorgeous.
Yes, it needs
It
someone
is
to run it.
gorgeous. I'm down.
I got a Zuby
Me
baby
too.
that
Mm,
needs. I
Yes, let's get
mean, y'all
that
doing
popping.
Zuby daycare? Like,
Yes.
yes.
let me know.
Now you
Whoever
know
runs
that's
the daycare, they'll have a gold mine. Honestly, that's the best role play spot.
the Zuby be very prim heavy. That's the only.
Yeah, that's the only I'm thinking. Oh, everybody dropped 10 kids off. That's 1,000 prims. I'm a
Fire, battle,
babies
Wow.
and cars are the worst
Crying.
prims.
All she see is friends, okay?
Yeah,
She like,
we all
hold on.
talk.
Yeah, if y'all own a community sim, all you will see is prims too. Prims and scripts.
I know.
Mm.
Dang.
I'm dead. Mm-mm.
Well, I'm about to actually go ahead and make this bank run then. Wonder got me wanting to go ahead and give me a little credit card real
Yes,
quick.
I'm waiting for Bella
Oh
to
yeah.
vlog so we could go to the beauty bar.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
anybody
sure.
is anybody
Yes.
renting in billionaires, because I can get y'all bonus right now.
Right
Uh,
here,
Oh.
I
Samara's
want a
right
bonus. I want a
here.
bonus. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
I'm in
Everybody
apartment
started
W
moving.
4.
I feel like you're
I
gonna
lived
do
there
bad
before.
things with
Start
your money. You
first.
know, you're gonna be
I'm
robbing people.
Listen,
not. As soon as the beauty bar
look,
open, I'm trying to get my nails
I need
done.
a
You
bonus.
know,
Yes, period.
And
Miss
like
you too.
I
we
can
going
do
to the
nails.
smoke shop. We gonna go to have lunch. I'm trying to
Period.
go to Poison and shake my ass. Hopefully it opens. You know.
Oh
Yes.
my.
Can we get a
Wait, so
bonus
So,
for coming to the
Poison
town
actually
hall?
so my
there? Is
question is, what if we lived in Billionaire's Palace right before this meeting?
I got your
For
equipment.
real.
It don't count.
Listen, if you didn't come down to the bank
Just say
couldn't give you your bonus. You have to open
Let
up your
me
box.
I got my credit card. Let me put that back
Not open up your
on.
box.
only
You gotta
half.
open up your
Oh,
box
I
to
Yeah,
gotta
get
that's
that.
open up my box.
that's how you get
Okay.
the bonus. You open up a safety deposit box. You can get
All
the
right, I'm
bonus.
gonna go drive to the bank right
Oh
now.
man.
Oh, you owe me half,
And if
girl.
your
You got
box
my
is
private.
robbed, you can go back to the bank and they will pay
Somebody can
you.
rob your box.
They will
Oh
pay
no,
you
I'm
out
my
of
driving with
it.
Yaya. She
my
gonna drive me
baby
there.
daddy,
Come
my
on,
baby daddy
Yaya.
a
Let's go. I'm
gangbanger.
ready.
My baby daddy
I'm
eating.
My baby
I'm
daddy is
ready.
gonna be role playing a
All right,
gangbanger.
Siobhan.
I'm gonna be okay.
Wait, are y'all going to rob it? Wait, what are y'all doing at the bank?
I gotta
Everybody
go.
get
I'm
on
gonna go do stuff.
Wait.
Going with
I'm pretty
Yaya.
sure
Yaya
that's
gonna take
safe
me
to
there.
rent
You
I'm
from
know,
right
gonna
now.
go. I'm gonna go open my get my safe. That's what I'm gonna do.
I would love to drive, but I had a horrible time at the B&B the other day.
I drove over here too.
Okay, I'm like so
All
lost
right, I'm
on
gonna
this
wrap
game.
this live stream up. If anybody wants to recap this or send this to other people so they know
Oh,
what's
this is a
going on with
live
the town
stream.
hall. Yeah, it'll be on my YouTube, on my gaming YouTube channel.
Ooh, y'all got us snacks too? Okay.
Right.
Where is the bank? I think we might need to.
It's next